Time now, 11:30 on this Thursday night, August 14th, 2014 on the Thursday night. Time now for the Weather Magician PJ Wiggins, the Late Night Report. Thursday night, August 14th, 2014. Good evening, everybody. Our congratulations at 11:30 p.m. here in North Massachusetts. Got a temperature of 52 degrees. That temperature with first skies, humidity 93%. Wind speed is calm. Barometer 20.87 inches. Duplicate about 50 degrees. And visibility of 8 miles. Let's take a look at our weather notes. Current conditions, Rand region, 69 in Boston, 72 in New York City, DC at 74, but we get to the west, 56 in Pittsburgh, and 57 in Syracuse. At dew points right now, 40s to 50s, and a few low 60s down in the Kipney Islands there. And tomorrow's temperature by region, Metro West and North Shore, 73 to 76 degrees. Worcester County, 69 to 74 degrees, South Shore, 73 to 77. And Cape Cod at 72 to 75 degrees. At a beach temperature, air temperature 71 to 75 degrees with partly sunny skies with a few sea breezes. UV index 8, seas 1 to 3 feet, low rip current risk, and water temperature 67 to 70 degrees and high tide 3:41 p.m. If you're going in the Cape Islands, Friday will be 75 to 60, Saturday 76 to 5, and Sunday look out for a few showers and thunderstorms, high about 76, low about 63 degrees. Alright, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. It goes like this. While you're sleeping over 9 hours tonight, we're going to see some isolated showers up to 2 a.m. Podcast got low 56 degrees and calm wind, chance of precipitation is 20%. Friday, isolated showers before 9 a.m. and most of the sun sky 9 36 degrees and calm wind becoming west about 5 to 8 miles per hour in the morning, chance of precipitation is 20%. Friday night, podcast got low 56 degrees and west wind about 5 miles per hour and calm in the evening. Saturday, sun sky 9 or 80 degrees and calm wind becoming southwest about 5 to 9 miles per hour in the morning. Sunday night, isolated showers at 1 a.m. Podcast got alone 61 degrees and southwest wind about 5 to 7 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 20%. Sunday, Saturday showers with a thunderstorm is also possible after 11 a.m. Part 2 south got at 80 degrees to 78 degrees and chance of precipitation is 40%. Saturday night, podcast got alone 61 degrees. Monday, Boston south got at 79 degrees. Monday night, podcast got alone 59 degrees. Tuesday, Boston south got at 79 degrees. Tuesday night, podcast got load 61 degrees. Wednesday, chance of showers, but the sun's got under 79 degrees. Chance of precipitation is 40%. Wednesday night, chance of showers, mostly clouds got at load 62 degrees. And chance of precipitation is 30%. For Thursday, put the sun's got under 79 degrees. Here, Peters, what a phrase of the day. Another fantastic Friday and tap. A few showers before 9, but otherwise a fantastic Friday and tap. Peter Channel News Time, 11:32 approaching 11:33. Time now for a little traffic report on this late Thursday night here. And we're seeing some few slow spots. 95 on the southbound side. In the Foxborough stretch, a little slow from Mechanic Street all the way down for 95 in Mansfield here. Suffolk's especially a little slow from the Dorchester stretch from the gas tanks down for 203 due to some road construction in Braintree and road construction right lane closed on expressway both northbound and southbound between Braintree Split and exit 16 South End Street and the South Bay Mall southbound side of South End Street northbound side. In Boston, there's reported by DOT. And 129 on the southbound side, slow from 135 to Needham down to 109 out in Westwood here. And spiking on the westbound side, slow from South Boston all the way down for the Pru Tunnel due to some road work in Alston, roadway reduced to 3 lanes at Mass Pike after interchange 20 and also Brighton tolls and eastbound for Mass Avenue in Boston is reported by DOT. 128 a little slow from 93 in Redden down for 20 in Reading here. 128 north a little slow from 2A in Lexington and down for Route 3A in Burlington and near. But otherwise, 3939515 from 128 to the New Hampshire border, 49515 on both sides from Main 30 down for Buzzards Bay. 24 is 15 from 128 in Randolph down for the Rhode Island border. Route 315 from Braintree to Sagamore. And 95 on the southbound side in Attleboro. And accident after you pass Route 123 in Attleboro. But otherwise, you're good to go to the Rhode Island border. And speaking of Rhode Island, every highway in Rhode Island there is moving on fine. Here, Peter Channel News Time is now 11:34. Time now for the Peter Channel News, the late night report on this Thursday night. And good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins, and here's what's happening in the news here. Our top story at 11:34 is members of the crowd hold signs during a rally at Meriden Ohio Park, also known as Max Park on Thursday, Washington, D.C. as many of a lot of demonstrations around the country to support the community after a Ferguson, Missouri Police shot and killed an unarmed 18-year-old Michael Brown as it has been in chaos with racial tensions running high and police clashed with protesters. Students at Howard University in Washington, D.C. decided to show their solidarity with Michael Brown and those who are protesting in Ferguson by taking a photo with their hands raised in the air. 2 Amish sisters abducted from the family's roadside vegetable stand in upstate New York were found safe late Thursday after it is announced. The libertarian-leaning Kentucky Senator Rand Paul said African Americans feel targeted by militarized police responses like the one in Ferguson, Missouri over the death of teen Michael Brown. Robert Williams said he was struggling with early stages of Parkinson's disease and depression when he took his life with his wife Thursday, as health experts said the two are closely linked. Iraq Malachi agrees to step down as minister as Iraqi Prime Minister Nouri al-Maliki, Senate Iraqi Defense Minister Saad al-Diami Wright, government officials and parliament members attended the funeral procession in March. In Baltimore, you didn't really expect anyone else, did you? Commissioner Bud Selig, with a nearly spotless 22-year record of persuading Major League Baseball owners to reach a contract to pull it off again in dramatic fashion. When does the 15th Yazidis first become trapped in Mount Sinjar, the forces of Iraq's semi-autonomous Kurdish region seem their likely hope. Daejeon, South Korea. Pope Francis celebrated Mass at South Korea's World Cup Stadium before a rising audience after the second day of a 5-day trip that will see me meet its Asian youth. In U.S. news, lawyers for the state office of elections and Congressman Colin Hanabusa went head-to-head in high-low courtroom arguing over more than 6,000 Peter residents should be allowed to vote. James White-Bulger, lawyers for James White-Bulger urged a federal appeals court Thursday to overturn a gangster conviction of participating in 11 murders, arguing they did not get a fair trial because the judge refused to let them tell jurors. Berlin has led Europe's diplomatic response to Russia's aggression in Ukraine, but it's really taken lead enough. In San Francisco, JCPenney shares rallied in Thursday's extended trading after struggling retail reported an unexpected small loss in strong sales wall. Monster Beverage Corporation. The tax-free weekend doesn't register until the third quarter, but JCPenney is gaining additional market share. Bill Ackman's Pershing Square Capital Management LP has sued the U.S. government and claimed the revised terms of the 2008 bailout of Fannie Mae, FNMA, and Freddie Mac FMCC cheat investors that are profit turned from the mortgage financing entities. In technology news, a month after rumors emerged that Samsung was in talks to buy SmartThings, the US-based startup has confirmed the acquisition, but not the price. Android was an 84.7% of the 3 million mobile phones in the world created in the second quarter of 2014, according to the Mark Watch IDC. Stars in the first 2 Expendables movies will be easy to classify. Their agent actioneers refuse to quit creating box office exposures as long as the ticket buyers paid to see them. Sarah Jones, the U.S. Department of Labor has formally decided to film Almond LLC, the production company making the Great Almond Biopic Midnight Runner for exposed workers of grave risk after camera assistant. In sports news, Air Stewart-Haas Racing announced on Thursday that Tony Stewart will not race in Michigan International Speedway this week, and Jeff Burton will fill in for him. Sacramento Kings center Marcus Cousins suffered a leg injury and needed to be helped off the floor during Team USA's practice in Chicago, according to multiple reports. Pedro Martinez believes that Roger Clemens and Barry Bonds belong in the National Hall of Fame despite their suspected performance enhancing drug use. Chicago Bears dealt a blow as an injury to Kyle Fuller stings the Bears defense. Here, researchers from the University of Harvard and the Massachusetts Institute of Technology have created the largest robot swarm in history. Call them the 7 wonders of stellar space, and tiny specks of dust captured by the NASA spacecraft may be the first material from the outside the solar system or even caught and brought to the Earth. Time-lapse photography of the shrinking glaciers what makes a powerful visual case for the impact of human caused global warming. That's why, for the example of the former Vice President Al Gore's lecture and convenient trip and glacier works. Meet the Kajur Dobrishki, the one of the craziest extinct flying lizards you've ever seen. The newly discovered animals are a member of the order Petrosini, a cloud of flying lizards that lived during the time of the dinosaurs. The scale of the Ebola outbreak vastly appears to be underestimated. The UN's health agency says the death toll from the disease reached 1,069. In Mumbai, almost 1.65 million people across the world died due to heart problems brought on by excess intake of salt, said a research analyzing population in 187 countries. And in Albany, New York, hundreds of people came out to Bob Ford Field Thursday, the opposite of the working for largest ice bucket challenge in the capital region. There, Peter Channel News Time is now 11:39. Let's take a look at our New England Incident Alerts report here. And this is it. 1 minute ago, this is Justin in Chelmsford, Massachusetts, Route 495. Northbound Iowa Hunt Bridge, jumper down, struck by motor vehicle and reported non-viable and roadway being shut down here. And in Springfield, Massachusetts, emergency repairs to a large transmission line is forcing a water restriction going in place in 5 area communities here. Around the Springfield area, according to WGGB, Channel 40 in Springfield here, as the mandatory water restriction is now in place in following communities affected immediately will be Springfield, Longmeadow, East Longmeadow, Agawam, and Ludlow. As water on lawns and filling pools and other non-essential outdoor water use is banned. In Peabody, Massachusetts, a vehicle pursued on Route 1 northbound passing 128 southbound and left lane at speeds of 55 miles per hour, and vehicle stopped at Route 114 at Route 1. In Boston, Massachusetts, on Store Drive inbound at the field with footbridge and overnight tight truck circle over past every damaged truck here. In Whitman, Massachusetts, search MVA on Franklin Street, multiple mutual aid requests and medical requests to land now. And this will warm your heart here. This past Monday at the Ohio State Fair, and Ohio State Patrol Trooper was patrolling the midway when a child ran to him help. As he bent down to speak with her, she was visibly scared, and the trooper took off his sense of appeal less intimidating. The young girl stopped crying, and the trooper was able to talk to her and find out where her parents were, reunite them. This forward cigarette fair picture that later stopped the trooper and asked if she could send the program. What a beautiful, beautiful story here. And that's me for the Peter Channel News, the Late Night Report, and the Waterman Magician Late Night Report on this August 14, 2014. I'm PJ with you. Good night. With a good positive attitude, I'll be seeing you tomorrow for the Waterman Magician Peter Channel News full report at either 7 a.m. or 6:30 a.m. Have a good night. Come up. Friday on the Peter Channel, starting at 7 a.m. will be the Waterman Magician Peter Channel News Modern Report. Then after I get back from my voiceover work at Northern Media Center, 12 noon will be the Waterman Magician Peter Channel News Noontime Report. Then 12:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. will be Time Travel Roleplay. Then after I watch General Hospital, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. will be more Time Travel Roleplay. Then 5 p.m. Waterman Magician Peter Channel News Evening Report. Then 5:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. at Time Travel Roleplay. And Sports Roundup right after either the Red Sox Astros game or the Patriots Eagles preseason game. Then 11 p.m. will be the Waterman Magician Peter Channel News Late Night Report. Then since there will be no Shabbat for the next 2 weeks at the Michigan TV, I'll do Time Travel Roleplay after I do my Waterman Magician Peter Channel News Late Night Report. All coming up Friday on the Peter Channel. But from the time right now is just about 17 minutes to about midnight here in Norton, and the Peter Channel will be closing up shop for the night here. On behalf of the staff and management at the Peter Channel at the Broadcast Center in Norton, this is PJ with your people. Good night and a good morning. Good night.